What's up, world? It's your boy Anubis, and it has been a while. How is everyone doing? I'm doing pretty swell, and as you can see, I'm playing some Overwatch, the big new thing that has come out and seems to take everything by storm. Seems to be the only thing that I'm hearing about, and I'm loving this game. I had a lot of fun playing it in the beta. I was hyped to pick it up when it released, and that was also when I was really busy. So I got the game finally after like a week after release, and got to get into it. And as you can see, I'm playing as Tracer, and this is one of my first games really playing as Tracer. This is potentially my first full game playing as Tracer, I think. I barely played her at all during the beta. I barely played her all during the release, but about this week I thought to myself, you know what, my boy Dylan beasts with Tracer, and I see Tracers all over the place. You know, you notice when there's a good Tracer, you really do. To me, a Tracer always seemed like a skill needed character, more so than others. You really need to have skill to play her, and if you did, you could really do a lot of damage. So yeah, I got back from class today. I got an early weekend, and I thought to myself, I'm gonna hop on some Overwatch and play some Tracer. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So in this video, guys, I'm gonna talk about some Tracer. I'm gonna talk about some Overwatch. We're just gonna chill, hang out, and enjoy some fun gameplay, because this was fun. I had a really good time with this game. I started off, if you played this map, you know you can make the Futurama song on the bells at the attacker spawn point. I started off doing that. I got into the game, killed that Torbjorn right off at the beginning before he got his turn down, and from then on I was just in a great mood to go along with the good mood I had already started in playing this game. You can see we're just kind of pushing on through. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Tracer. I find that she is best coming around behind opponents, not even necessarily always going for the kills. Sometimes I feel like you need to play her more as a guerrilla tactic based player. Go in, do some damage, get out. Don't stay in battles, because Tracer is very squishy, and all it takes is for an opponent to get a headshot or for you to be outmatched by someone better. As you can see, I was just fighting, and still am kind of fighting, a Symmetra, and she can kill you. She can kill you with that close range kind of ray of hers, whatever it's called, that weapon that she uses. She does some serious damage with that, so be smart. Play smart with Tracer. When you're in a battle and you know that you may not have the advantage, you'll see I fight Reaper many times in this game, and very rarely do I get close to him unless I think he doesn't notice me, and in those cases that's when I'll get close to him. But most of the time I stay at mid-range, and I only get close if I know they haven't detected me. Really, if you want to be a successful Tracer, they can't see you coming. Go around them, go behind them, knock them down. As you can see, they go down quick. Her weapons are powerful. That's really my pro tip for Tracer. Get in, get out. And you can tell I haven't played much of her. I'm doing pretty decent as far as accuracy goes, but that's because I've been playing a lot of Overwatch, so I'm used to the sensitivity of the game. I'm used to the game, and I've got my aim up from just having played a whole bunch. And yeah, but besides that, you can see I miss with sticky bombs quite a lot. I miss with them. And then right there, that was a good example of not staying in a fight that I couldn't win. I knew I wasn't going to win that fight. I knew I wasn't going to win this fight either. It was a Reaper. He knew I was there. No chance of winning. Go out. Come back in, re-engage. Happened to get him with the sticky. He was injured. That's why I killed him, because that was not a stick. But yeah, it's all about jumping in and out, guerrilla tactics with Tracer, and you know that kind of leads me to the overall thoughts on how to play Overwatch, how to be good at Overwatch. You have to work together as a team. That's probably first and foremost. And some people might say, how do I do this if, say, I don't have a team, or I'm only playing with a couple of guys, we can't control the randoms? Well, I understand, it's tough. I typically play with about 3 other guys, and so we we often have 2 randoms on the squad, sometimes more if some guys are offline, and occasionally we do get that full game of players going, and then that's awesome. That's great. You can communicate, you can make good team comps, you can work together. But even when you don't have control of the other people, and by control I mean even when you're not able to communicate with the other players in the game, you still have to learn to work together. If you you may have noticed, you may have completely missed it, when I got some heals by Mercy, I thanked her. Making them feel gratified is always a big thing. I find one of the great players to play as in team games when you're not able to communicate is Hanzo. And please only play Hanzo if your team doesn't have a sniper yet. Okay, don't do this dual sniper thing that I see every once in a while, or by once in a while I mean often. But his arrow that detects where people are, that can be super helpful in a quick-paced game. But you want to try and notice what your team has. If you have a Mei, understand that she's going to freeze the enemies and she needs somebody who can finish them off. And I'm playing Tracer, so I would be that person who would be chosen to try and jump in and finish him off. And right there, another example of trying to get away. I had 5 health though. I should have kept running. I knew I was down, but I also was on a good groove there. I mean, 21 eliminations already, and honestly, eliminations, this is a bit of a tangent, eliminations doesn't determine success. I always say I'm very happy when I get into a game where everyone's playing like Call of Duty, that is on the other team, because that means while they're getting all these kills, we're getting the win, and that's what matters in this game, is getting the win. So kills aren't necessarily a determinant of success, but they can show that you're kicking some butt, and I think that I've been playing very objectively, very on the point, trying to pick off their players, especially their squishy players, and kill them all. So back to what I was touching on. You gotta understand what your teammates are running. Even if you can't communicate, I mean, you can use the wait for this. This is where I started really getting dirty. Teabag. I had to, man. Oh, that was just, I could have killed her with my bullets, but I really just wanted to have fun with that. Yeah, even when you can't communicate. And oh yeah, sorry guys, I gotta get excited about this too. Look at this. I teabagged it in. My team had gotten stopped at this point, and I noticed that we weren't gonna push in the objective. So I also noticed the other team was pushing up. There was no one on the point. I was there, so I just escorted it the last few meters, and got us the next checkpoint. That was fun. And then pulled off 3 of them as they tried to kill me. So that my teammates were able to catch up there. And this is one of the rare instances you'll see me jump into enemy lines, and Tracer can do it, but be careful. I jumped into enemy lines just to finish off that Reaper because I wanted to get a kill on him, so he wouldn't be there and be able to heal up. But yeah, back to what I was saying, team comps. You can communicate a little bit with the group up. Sure, you can ask for healing, but who knows if you have a good healer or not. But if you notice what your teammates are running, then you can best determine how to play your character. So like I said, if there's a Mei, if you see her freezing people, stick around so you can kill them when they're frozen, because she's not going to be able to finish off the tanks very easily on her own. I saw earlier in the game we had a Zarya throw out her little black hole thing, and I popped in with just a little bit of damage to finish off those guys. And this goes for other characters. I'm not just talking about Tracer. If you're playing other characters, a big thing in this game is Torbjorn defense, even Bastion defense. How do you fight against a Bastion or Torbjorn? If you don't have a sniper, you can't just think that only the snipers are going to take them out. Sometimes other characters, like your Soldier 76 on the team. I've even played a game where, as Mei, I was the Torbjorn counter because I was the only ranged character with her ice. Not the best counter, but you have to understand what your role is on the team, so that way you can fill that and your team can best succeed. And as far as character selection goes, play with what you enjoy. They say that this is a rock, paper, scissors kind of game, and sure, every character has its counter. And, they all have their strengths and weaknesses. There are counters to every character. But I also say that you can play just about any character, no matter what the other team's running. As Tracer, they had a McCree in this game. They have a Reaper in this game. They had 2 Reapers at one point in this game. And both of those characters can kill me quite easily. and I played them by keeping range, making sure I didn't engage them, and I just stuck there. Lucio got a little teabag in. That was fun. And we're pushing it in. But skill in this game, skill will trump counters. And although counters help, having skill with your characters, getting to know the intricacies of how to play and how to engage, skill will trump it all. And as I say, survivability is more important than kills. You need to stay alive in this game. The only times it's okay to go in my opinion, and die for something is if you're trying to keep the objective alive. Gotta play for the win because there's no other reason to play for it. There's no KD in here that anybody cares about. But you gotta play for the win. And also, if you're gonna go in and maybe kill 3 people to your 1, I guess that's a win. Unless, you know, their spawn's right there and yours is a mile away. You know, you really gotta think about that. Like, where's your spawn? You know, if you're gonna spawn right there and a def doesn't matter, maybe it's okay if you do enough damage to make it worth it. But I think skill is the most important thing in this game. This is a very team-based, skill-based game. And I had a lot of fun playing with Tracer. I'm definitely going to play with her a lot more. It was great. I got some good sticks there at the end. I'm learning how to best aim her sticky. And I had a lot of fun just kind of teabagging throughout there. So that's my thoughts on Overwatch, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Maybe you picked something up on how to play Tracer or how to just get better at the game. I know I was pretty I did an overview more than specifics, but if you'd like to see more, hit that like button. I only got 1 like, and that was myself voting for myself because I thought 64% kill participation. I carried the team a bit, but yeah, hit that like button on the video, guys. If you want to see more, leave a comment. I enjoyed making this for you. I hope you enjoyed watching. Take care, guys.